So welcome to another episode of Living in South Florida Does Not Suck. And we are here with my beautiful friend Rebecca at the Grandview Gardens, which according to Chala, our producer that you all know, looks so good behind us. She's like, it almost looks fake. It's so cool. So hopefully it looks as good behind us as we do right here. Hey guys, welcome to Living in South Florida Does Not Suck. This is Andrew Burr from the Andrew Burr Group at the 𝐂𝐲𝐧𝧐 Company. We can't wait to get started. But this is really where we start to learn about our guests. And Rebecca, who was a neighbor of mine for quite some time, how did you get to South Florida? What was your journey like? Because that's the first question I always like to ask.
So I'm originally from Pennsylvania, and my journey was within the hospitality field. I started in Pennsylvania, worked for Marriott for 28 years, and took like this weird kind of curve down to South Florida, working in Connecticut for a little bit, working in Jacksonville, Florida, Atlanta, Georgia, and then here in West Palm for most of my career. Mm-hmm. And then just most recently, over the past couple months, I've landed this amazing boutique hotel called Grandview Gardens. And so I've actually been in South Florida since 2006. And now, I can't go anywhere else. I mean, the weather here is too nice. And
yeah, it's tough to get it's tough to go back to reality if you've been enjoying this for a while.
Exactly. I was watching the news this morning, and they had my hometown on the Today Show. Freezing, freezing weather, and I was like, no, there's no way in Pennsylvania I'm going there right now. Yeah,
absolutely. And as you guys all know, down here in South Florida, we have a construction boom. So if you heard that truck going by, I don't know what to tell you, but as you know, we talk about it all the time. Up north is a totally different world.
It is.
We're spoiled down here pretty good. I'm from upstate Maine, like up near Bangor, where it's always kind of miserable. Matter of fact, I think it snowed about a week and a half ago. My auntie was posting pictures on Facebook and stuff. So
yeah,
the weather is certainly different. The world is different, but in particular, let's just take the West Palm sort of area because we also have a lot of other really cool things. We talked about it a lot that West Palm has become so metropolitan.
Yeah. We
have a little bit of everything. We have amazing museums.
Absolutely.
Dining is just off the charts anymore. What are your, kind of some of your favorite things to do? Now, real quick, I want to point out that Rebecca does have a lovely young daughter who's an amazing model, swimmer, all kind of things. So that's going to play into it. But
she gets it from her mama.
She gets it from her mama. All right. Well, let's talk about you though first.
Yeah,
if it were up to you, just you, where's the place that you're going to have a fine meal, or where's the place that you're going to enjoy, some nightlife or something like that?
Sure. So one of the things that I love about being in this location in Grandview Gardens, right in downtown West Palm Beach, is there's so many wonderful walkable spaces and places to eat, and see art and shop and stuff like that. So literally, I found since I've been here, some amazing restaurants in the area. Table 26 is one of my favorites. The Hive is right down the street. The bakery and cafe there.
I've heard about the Hive. No, but I've heard about it. I've never been to the Hive.
Very, very, very cool. So it's like almost like a whole block of different buildings.
Yeah,
there's a bakery and cafe. There's a clothing store. There's like an interior design store. And it's just really, really beautiful and like well done and very interesting. So a lot of my guests love to go there. And if you walk in, even just looking at the pastries, it's like, they're pieces of art. It's just absolutely beautiful.
Have you been there, Chala?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. It's pretty cool, right?
Cool.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
All right, awesome. Yeah, no, there is a ton of different places to...
Grandview Public Market is right here.
And we're going to stop again real quick because I think you have one of your guests was trying to get your attention. We'll be right back, guys.
Okay, sorry.
All right, and we're back. Rebecca had to take care of a little business real quick. So, and we were just talking about the Hive, and Chala said she's been there too. I haven't been there, but I'm definitely going to check it out. What are some other places maybe that you found recently right around there that you think are really just cool?
So one of my favorites is Grandview not Grandview Gardens, that's where I work at. Grandview Public Market. And so it's so cool because it's a huge eatery, right? And there's a bunch of different restaurants inside, all different kinds of food. There's ramen bowl, there's Jamaican food, there's an amazing Australian restaurant in there called 𝐰𝐢𝐭𝐡. They have this espresso martini flight. It's literally 3 espresso martinis on this cool little rack. And 3 different ones.
Probably brought Amy here.
I know. It's so delicious though, and the food is really great there. I actually got to try kangaroo.
Oh, really?
And it was. I ate it.
It tastes like kangaroo.
I guess I don't know. I don't know what it
tastes like chicken. I don't think so.
No, it didn't taste like chicken. It tasted more like beer to me.
Yeah. I would imagine they're probably pretty gamey. I mean, one of Amy's favorite red meat is ostrich. I mean, that's
maybe I've never had it.
It's like amazingly lean, like almost 100% lean red meat. It tastes like a steak, like a fillet. And if you like your steaks like raw, like her, it's just a really good tender. Like she barely wants any heat on it. Like she likes it rare. But that's a whole another aside. I feel like the Grandview, I feel like that's a concept that's getting popular all over the United States right now. Like food halls, kind of like
a bar in the middle, and then they have outdoor seating, and they always do like trivia night and bingo night and karaoke and stuff like that.
So I mean, it makes sense. You get a lot of people sharing the cost and all that stuff under one roof, and it's a gathering place where people can come and. I feel like it's a very common thing, maybe in. Is it Japan or one of those? There's a couple of countries that I think already have that type of stuff down a lot.
Food halls.
Food halls. I mean, anyways.
There's a cool surf shop there too that has amazing like beachy stuff. Really cool.
Wow. So learning lots of stuff. It's been a while since I've been down in this neck of the woods. My assistant Matthew used to do a lot of business down here, and he absolutely just loved. And it was, so for those of you that aren't familiar with where we're actually at, so we are in Grandview Heights right now.
Yeah.
So, but to get here, you have to go through Flamingo Park, and then once you get past here, you get to _𝐶𝐸, which, that's, these are like the
historic neighborhoods.
Boutique historic neighborhoods that everybody wants to live in. The architecture here, and, we're going to do another segment with the hotel there, but, it's a very, very classic style of architecture that you don't find a lot of different places. It's kind of a,
very South Florida.
We did it our way, Mediterranean, Spanish Main, but it's, there's definitely stuff that's what I call Palm Beach, chic. Or Palm Beach just plain weird. Some of the door handles, when I first started doing business down there, it took me a while to figure out how to open them because they have these little combinations to them. Like you have to pop them up twice, up, not down. It's meant to go down, but you got to pop them up twice to open the door. It's a very unique place. You got to have a little bit of money if you want to be here for sure. But this is a great place. Like if you wanted to just kind of check out the ambiance of it and see what it's like to hang out in the Grandview, _𝐶𝐸, Flamingo Park area. Yeah, it'd be a great place to do it. But we're not here to talk about that right now. We're here to talk about you some more. So you live out west in Wellington.
Correct. I live in Wellington, up by the amphitheater out there, right by the Wellington Aquatic Center. Yep,
which they're conveniently going to be moving further away from you. But because her daughter is a huge avid swimmer and on the competition swimmer. And literally she can walk from your house to the pool from where you're at. But we'll see what happens with that. It's going to take them a little bit to make the moves. It's a completely different world.
It is. But it's still also just as wonderful. Wellington, it feels very safe, very walkable. There's so many things out there, restaurants, obviously there's a whole equestrian side of things out there. That's huge. And it just still feels like a really welcoming area in South Florida, in West Palm.
Little small town feel.
Exactly. Yeah, for sure.
And the village has tried really hard to keep it that way, honestly.
They do a great job with like food trucks on Thursday night, live music. They do, in the winter months, they do that green market.
The green market, yes.
So
they're actually going to expand that, and they're building like a permanent area for it over on the lake. There's a ton of stuff in Wellington that's definitely, and it's very family centric too.
It is.
This is actually, so to talk about that, there's a huge park over here that Hyde Park.
Howard Park.
Howard Park. Hyde Park.
No, not Hyde Park. Howard Park.
Hyde Park's in New York, huh?
Not here. Not that
whatever. So it's not Howard Park, but it's huge, and there's a ton of they have soccer fields, they have ball fields, they have a ton of stuff, and it's pretty active for the kids, right, or not?
It is. It's really cute because even on Easter they had like an Easter egg hunt, and they had all these little kids out there and like thousands of bright colored little eggs on the ball fields and stuff. Sweet. It was so cool.
Yeah, it is cool. Maybe Hyde Park's in San Francisco. Charlie, you're gonna have to check that and put something up there. I'm sure people at Hyde Park are really like, it's important to know. Anyways, so when you're here, well, let's say that so we're talking a little bit about both places, right? So Wellington is obviously where you're going to do a lot more family centric stuff too. Have you been down to Proper Grit in the Bend?
Sir,
Love that place.
the hanging bacon.
Yeah, that was yeah. Did we do that together?
No,
we've gone. We go there a lot. And they have a nice little indoor outdoor bar deal. But yeah, the food at Proper Grit, I'm going to say that for downtown, that's probably my first stop or my first spot, for downtown.
They're amazing.
Right. So you mentioned the Hive and the Grandview Market. Is there like a formal type, like, is there a more high end place that you like down here now, or?
So, I mentioned Table 26 earlier.
Okay.
It's walkable. I love telling my guests where they can walk to, because this neighborhood is so wonderful. Yeah. And I even like to do it too. So I can walk to the Hive, I can walk to the Norton, I can walk to Table 26. I did that the other day for happy hour, and they have a great happy hour down there. Mm-hmm. So even as I'm done working my day here, I can meet friends for happy hour in this neighborhood, and it's so enjoyable. And there's so many great little places that you can go to too.
Yeah, and the Norton, for those of you that don't know about the Norton, there's actually several components to the Ann Norton sort of cultural experience, I guess you would call it. There's the museum, and then there's the gardens,
sculpture gardens.
Yeah, and there's a lot of different stuff that gets done down there. They're super friendly to charities and stuff. Done a lot of charity events and attend a lot of charity events there. But yeah, this is just a really cool sort of neck of the woods. So let's talk about your daughter a little bit, because she's awesome, and she's probably going to watch it at some point in time, and we're going to make sure she gets a little bit of. So she models.
Yes.
And she does national level,
so
whatever.
She's been modeling since she was 18 months. And it was so funny because I was kind of against it from the start, because I was not going to be that toddlers and tiaras mom. Yeah. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And then one of my friends is like, our agent needs this girl, and she's like, that's your daughter. And I was like, oh, perfect, okay. So then she just started modeling for the last 10 years, and she's done things for Walmart, and she's done things for Disney, multiple things for Disney Cruise Line, Epcot, Magic Kingdom, Animal Kingdom. She's done things for other print ads and stuff like that too. So her last job that she just did was for Macy's, and then she did one for Humana. Nice. So just lots of fun stuff. It's all just adding to her bank account for.
Yeah, that's it. That's a nice thing. So. She's got a little fun there going, so that when she gets to college age, anyway, she'll have a little something to start with at least.
Exactly.
And then so is she still digging it? Or I don't know. I haven't talked to her in a while. Amy and Bergie together.
If she doesn't, I always say, hey, do you want to do this? And she's either yes or no. And now at this age, at 12, she's kind of like, well, how much money is it? You know what I mean? And it's I got to be honest with you. It's not that much, or it's a lot, or whatever. And she's like, okay.
It matters. It matters, especially when she had got all the other stuff that she had going on, just the kid stuff. So.
Exactly.
And then the competition swimming being the other thing. Yeah. She's been doing that, 4 or 5 years now? Or?
Oh my gosh, she's been a part of the Wellington swim team since she was 4 years old.
Oh, wow.
So 8 years now, and we were just in Jupiter last weekend for a long course swim meet, and she did very well. Right. And so she went to the Junior Olympics 2 years ago when she was 10, and so she ranked 11th for 100-meter breaststroke for her age group as a female. So that was pretty cool in South Florida. So for me, it's you need to do something.
Yeah.
Keep doing something.
That's it. Yeah, absolutely.
If you're going to be swimming, we're going to keep swimming.
And it makes a busy life for you too, between work and keeping up with all of that stuff too. I mean, so the only, and then for some reason this comes up a lot. Obviously, I mean, my kid is 27.
Mm-hmm. She's still your kid.
But she's not a kid anymore, so it's been a long time. And honestly, Amy handled all that stuff anyway. Yeah, she was the mom that went and did all the activities, because I worked. That's all.
Right.
But travel baseball, travel swimming, travel modeling, whatever. I mean, I always kind of forget that part of it, because we've been empty nesters for quite some time. Like I said, even before that, I wasn't really. I mean, I did when I could, but weekends especially, I worked every weekend. So but it's awesome that you keep engaged with her and the stuff that she wants to do, and that's just a wonderful bit of parenting.
Trying to be balanced, right? Like, so you have this one thing modeling, and then you're also an athlete, and then obviously school is super important. So first year in middle school and at Polo Park in Wellington, and I have a straight A student all 3 quarters so far.
Awesome.
So
that's cool.
I really can't complain.
Yeah.
It's freaking awesome.
No, that's great. Yeah. I'm always kind of amazed at my Interact kids because I'm the Interact chair for my Rotary Club for the high school.
Right.
And they're pretty amazing. We actually just, and I was doing some a package for the video for the event, but we just did this huge event out right down the street. At the amphitheater, we had the whole footprint, had bounce houses and all this other stuff. But it was all done by the kids, and particularly Andrea, the president of the club. She was amazing. And I'm sure that your daughter will be amazing like that too, and make sure that when she gets to high school, she joins the Interact Club. Because we give out some pretty nice, juicy scholarships. Yeah. So, all right. So you've been in South Florida, you said, since 2006. 6?
Yeah.
Okay. So if you vacation, do you do a lot of staycations? I know you go up to see family and PA a lot and stuff like that. I mean, what's your sort of vacation MO?
So I do a lot of staycations in South Florida. I mean, why not? It's reasonable. You don't have to usually jump on a flight. I mean, you can go to the Keys. You can go, I mean, the Keys are many different Keys too.
Yeah.
You can go to, I mean, we've gone up to Jacksonville, Daytona. We've done even Sarasota on the other side, Orlando a million times over. You know what I mean? We've even been to some of the natural springs in the middle part of Florida that were really, really cool.
How do you feel about camping? Yeah,
glamping.
Hilton camping.
No, maybe glamping. We'll do some glamping. That's fine.
Glamping, camping. Maybe in a $500,000 RV or something, like one of those buses.
You can rent those.
I know.
For sure.
It won't do it, but
I think at this stage of my life, like, I just need a toilet.
Oh, toilet, shower, not ground to sleep on.
Right. Bugs will eat
somebody.
alive.
That's right. Somebody to come turn my bed down every night. Those sort of things. Yeah.
I don't need that.
Oh,
but I feel like camping is almost like the naked and afraid right now. Like, I feel like I'd be eaten alive by mosquitoes.
Yes. And
I just want to have a toilet.
Yeah. Well, some people like living without a toilet. No, it's an ongoing thing because so many people camper.
Yeah.
And I was amazed because she started talking about it, and Tiffany and then some other people. Everybody's like, "Yeah, camping." I'm like, "What the?" So it turns out that we have a lot of camping in Florida.
Yeah,
and a lot of it is in the middle part of the state, in the woods, by the springs and all that kind of stuff. So, but I can't do it.
There's so many places to staycation in Florida because the state is so huge, and there's so many different things to see in so many different places. So it really is nice. Like if people want the golf side, there's just endless amounts of beaches over there, and then obviously on the side that we're on here, I mean, it's just absolutely gorgeous too.
Yeah, I think that a lot of Floridians do a lot of Florida vacations because it's almost like having 3 different states, honestly. So pretty cool. So to get back to you, so now what do you do for recreation? If I mean, are you a beacher? Do you go to the beach a lot? Because I mean, that's a whole other controversy down here in Florida. Everybody moves here to be near the beach,
and you never go.
Nobody goes to the beach, right?
Exactly.
You do it for a year, and then you're like, oh God, I don't know if I want to go down there and have to clean all the sand out of my car or whatever. But are you a beach girl or no?
So yeah, I think living out in Wellington, it takes us about 30 minutes to get to the beach. So sometimes it's like a jaunt. Like you have to do like a whole day event basically that you're going to the beach. Right. Not necessarily, but sometimes it feels like it, right?
Yeah,
it feels like
it does. It feels like a journey.
Yeah. But I do like the beach. The perspective of it is so beautiful to me. So part of my passion is photography, and so landscape photography is so interesting to me. And so being in a natural space that is so beautiful, just in its natural sense, is so nice. And so I do like the ocean. I don't go as often as people might think since I live here. Or ever.
So I mean, and it's literally
like 3 miles.
Not even. Yeah, about 2 miles, maybe.
I mean, as the crow flies, maybe like.
Well, as the crow flies, about a mile.
Exactly.
Well, that's one of the things about Floridians and people that move to Florida a lot. And now we're sitting there talking about 30 minutes. It seems like a journey. You got to go all day, and everybody up north is like, "You kidding me? It takes us 3.5 hours to get to or whatever."
To a lake.
Whatever it is. Yeah. So we do get a little spoiled down here, but that's pretty awesome way to gets full.
Yeah.
All right. So if you're not at the beach and you're not out, dining and having a great time, is there, are there other activities that you enjoy?
So I actually love to do yoga on Wednesday nights in the square.
Oh, that's
so
right.
awesome.
Yeah.
So it's
free, right?
It's free, which is so cool.
Yeah.
And the yoga instructor, her name is Jade, and she does this free yoga session every Wednesday night. So what my friends and I do is we do a little happy hour El Camino first, and then just get loosened up,
boozy yoga.
Loosened up for the yoga session, but we enjoy that. And it's so beautiful because it's outside, it's in the square, right by the fountains. It's super enjoyable, and then just a great way to kind of have that middle Wednesday, get over that Wednesday blah. You know what I mean?
No, I get you.
And
the reason they call it hump day, for a lot of people, especially if you have a, although neither you or I have a Monday through Friday job necessarily, but it's still kind of, your mind gets that way.
Exactly.
And I think there's a lot of people that do free. Stuff down there at different times. I know there's a gal that it's like the crack at like before even the sun comes up. She does some, I don't know, yoga or some kind of exercise thing, but she does it once a week. She does a free one.
They do like not Peloton, whatever the bike is. They do like cycle classes down there now. They
outside? They drag bikes out and
They do yoga on Wednesday and Saturday, and there's a bunch of other little activities and stuff like that they have. There's some like for the children, some for adults and stuff, which is really cool. And so there's a lot of other really cool free things that you can do in downtown too. Yeah. Especially like at the Armory Arts Center over here too. There's different classes and stuff, which is nice.
And then it's free, I think they have some stuff, but some of it's paid. But the green market also has become just massive. That just shut down a couple of weeks ago, I think. But good Lord, that's
like one of the nicest green markets in the country.
That's what everybody says. It's like amazing, and it's huge. I mean, it used to be. I remember when they first started, it was like a block maybe,
right?
But now it's like friggin'
massive,
huge.
And then of course we're getting ready for Sunfest.
Sunfest, yeah. Oh, are you going?
I'm going on Friday. I know it's not your thing anymore, but I'm going on Friday.
The Friday. Who's that? It's Billy Idol or something, right?
No, my one friend is like a huge Nelly fan, so we're going to see Nelly. That's what we're doing.
So I think it's Nelly and Billy Idol are the two headliners. Yeah. And then Saturdays, they always have a bunch of different things. One
of the cool things about being in downtown West Palm is that we have this 3-day music festival, which is so awesome.
Yeah, and on
the water too.
Yeah, and that, again, so. I remember Sunfest in a very different way 20 plus years ago. Right. It was cool. I thought it was cool. Now it's just like, man, there's so many people. Like it's like going to a festival concert. Like I just no way, man, not a chance. I can't do it. I don't want to go deal with all the people and stand in the field for 3 days or whatever. But it's still kind of cool. And if you're right here, it's very cool because you could walk down there pretty much. It's a very cheap Uber.
Yeah, there's a lot of art and stuff that is involved in Sunfest.
Yep. That's what it used to be. Actually, it was an art festival celebrating the sun along Flagler with music.
Right?
And then it became a very music oriented sort of thing. Which whatever, it's all good. And then look, we have them everywhere. Like even in the Keys, we'll go to Bacon Fest or whatever. They have a Thursday art walk in Almirada. The last Thursday or the third Thursday or fourth Thursday. I don't even remember. Third Thursday of every.
Bacon and Bourbon or Bourbon and Bacon's Fest.
Well, yeah, so Bourbon and Bacon Fest, same thing. And it's, that stuff, I think, travels around, honestly. But, we have the Nautical Flea Market and all that there. And then they have, at least, and typically, it's kind of weird because we do, when I say we, all the different, the village of Wellington, West Palm, they have sort of a different cycle for summer and then winter.
Right.
And we do cater to two kind of different audiences because we are definitely still seasonal, but it's kind of cool that the people that live here stay here get to enjoy a little bit all year round. Yep. Yeah. It's just two different kinds of events. So.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, is there anything else that you'd like to tell the viewing public about yourself that I may not have asked or they might find interesting? I don't know.
What, that I'm single and dating?
There you go. 1-800.
Concerts too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the amphitheater. So I'm going to 3 this year. So. Yeah,
we got did you get the grass pass?
No.
Yeah, we got the grass pass. They did that again this year. It's like $200 for every show. Like you get.
I should have.
Every single show. And they've added a ton of shows.
They have, actually. There's a lot of really good shows this summer.
Yeah, and they keep adding them. So they just added on a couple, I guess, yesterday or whatever. But so that is one cool thing, too. Our amphitheater, it's, depending on it doesn't really have the biggest rock scene because we don't really have a rock station down there. But other than that, we got a lot of country, a lot of classic rock. Amy's the metal gal. We just don't have a metal station, so she didn't get that. Well, the Megadeth they just announced Megadeth. She's all excited about that.
She already has the tickets, I'm sure.
We have the grass pass.
So it doesn't matter, yeah.
Yeah. I don't want to talk about how I'm annoyed about the whole chair situation, people. I'm old, I'm big. Yeah, the chairs they have are they sit like this high. I'm getting in once and out once, and that's it. And I'm too old to stand on the fucking
Right.
But
not doing that.
Jeez. But no, you can beat the deal. They're $200.
No, it's
per ticket, and you get like a little lanyard thing, and you go to every single show, except for festivals.
Sir, can she upgrade her grass pass to I know she likes to be at the stage.
I have no idea.
Oh, okay.
You're asking the wrong person.
Mm-hmm.
I just okay. But anyway, so yeah, it's cool. Concert's fun, yeah, and single dating. 1-800 ask Rebecca out.
1-800 ask Rebecca.
That's right. Yeah, just send me a message. We'll get you all set up. All right. Well, that's awesome. And yeah, I mean, I apologize for being a little today, but my sinuses, man, I tell you what, I went through a half a damn thing of Kleenex this morning trying to get ready to get out the damn door. So apologize for being a little less effervescent than normal. But you're awesome, and you make a great interviewee. And we're going to wrap this up, and then we're going to do a nice little bit about this place that we're also going to put on the podcast channel. So if you want to check it out, it's going to be the Grandview Gardens Grand Tour. So we'll see you guys soon. Hey guys, thank you for tuning into Living in South Florida Does Not Suck. Please do subscribe with the notification bell on. If you liked today's guest, you can also get more information about them right here. Like magic, it will appear. Anyways, we love having you here. We love having your friends here. Shout it out from the rooftops. Like us on Facebook. Share it with your friends. We'll see you soon here in beautiful, sunny South Florida.